Well, happy Tuesday, Magellan Network members and guests. Today what I want to talk about is maybe a little bit of a rant, actually. I think a lot of you are too damn smart for your own good. You're too damn focused on being right, getting it right, not failing. And what happens is, especially if you've got a perfectionistic slant to you, is that you take way too long to get into motion, to start new ideas, to try things, to test things. And this is a momentum business. I've said this over the last several months. There's more money in motion today than I've ever seen in 25 years of coaching. The baby boomers are retiring, advisors are retiring. The greatest generation is unfortunately dying off and leaving their wealth to their boomer children. You have all these things going on, and yet a lot of you are sitting there on the sidelines pondering the perfect letter, pondering the perfect blog post, pondering how to approach somebody, because I got to get it right. I got to be right. I can't be wrong. I can't fail. And that's much BS. Because if you're trying not to fail, then you're trying not to succeed. Think of it that way, because we're logical people. But that's what happens. See, a lot of you are so concerned about getting it right, you get nothing. And you sit there and you get frustrated with yourself, and you go to these conferences, or you go to Schwab Impact, you go and you meet these people that are doing 2 times better than you, 5 times better than you, 10 times better than you, and you talk to them and there's nothing special about this person. Intellectually, that is absolutely accurate. That's not the question, though. The question is emotionally. Fear of failure, driving things. Some of you are pondering, for months on approaching people. Well, timing's not right. It's, I got to make sure it's I've got it all figured out, and I want to make sure my website's up to date, and I want to make sure I got this figured out. And man, it's 2 quarters later, and we're still trying to figure the crap out. You will make money in this business operating that way, but you will not accomplish your goals. So the question you got to ask yourself is, what must I do different? Number 1, stop trying to be perfect and stop trying to not fail. The goal is to fail. Fail, fail, fail. So what do I mean by that? If I said to you, I want you today to reach out to 10 prospects, and maybe this is a challenge. So today I want you, whether you do an email, you don't need to call them, that's interruption, right? But maybe you email them. Maybe you send them a bomb, a video mail. Maybe you do something like it's 10 of them, right? Take you maybe an hour. Let's say you fail 9 out of 10 times. The 10th person, though, wants to sit down. They're ready for that conversation. Now, most of you sit there and say, okay, that sounds pretty cool. But you know what a lot of you do? Well, the bomb, I'm not dressed for that today. I got to get my hair done. Or, I want to make sure the lighting's right in my office. Well, take the thing outside. Look where I am. I'm in my backyard, basically. But, you'll come up with these reasons, these rationales, why you can't do something. And this is your fatal flaw. And you've got to change it. Number 1, most of you are not even conscious of it. You sit around and try to be smart. And yes, we have to have a certain level of intellectual capital, but as I've always said in this industry, intellectual capital only gets you so far. What matters most is emotional capital. Getting over your fears, getting into action, getting uncomfortable. So what would happen if you did that 10th thing? What if I said to you, hey, all of you have newsletter lists and email lists and this. What would happen if you just today crafted a quick note? Hey, I know it's summer. I know you probably don't want to get involved with this. However, if you want 30 minutes of my time, click this link or call our office or do something to drive some results. Something is better than nothing. And a lot of you are so concerned to make sure that something's perfect, you do nothing. We need to get away from that. And again, this is not a question of your intelligence. This is more a question of your drive. This is more a question of you willing to get uncomfortable. Now, for 25 years, I've worked with advisors a lot, and most of you know this. And there's nothing wrong with the practice management people, and there's nothing wrong with the marketing people, but at the end of the day is this: if you don't have the space between this handled, none of it matters. None of it. And that's the truth. So you can sit there and try to buy your way out of, mediocrity, or you can change your mindset and commit to that. And commit to doing something uncomfortable today, something outside the box. That's my challenge for you today. Let's go get them.